So here's my Rhoden story. So 2009 North Americans. I go down to North Americans for my first time, and it's in Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Me and Rhoden are standing beside each other, and we're kind of chatting, and you know, he tells me that, you know, he hasn't trained for like 6 years or something crazy because he's been like, you know, taking care of life, and he just got back into it and all this stuff. And I thought he said he weighed 209. I have a pretty good memory, so I think he was 209.
I'm sure he was 209. I'm sure.
So
Ron, you got a memory for weight and cycles.
Yeah. So yeah. And he was on like 1,000 mgs of tren. No, I'm just kidding.
A day.
I think he was
probably
natural.
On nothing. Yeah, probably.
He was probably on
no,
nothing.
He was natural.
Yeah, I think he was natural.
He
so
was
anyways,
natural. Yes, he was.
He's backstage, and we're all getting ready, and
his protein shake was real though.
Right. So they say, you know, heavyweights get ready, and I'm in a really good mood, you know, like I'm happy to be there, and he strips down, and I remember all he did was pull his pants down, and he stood up, and he still had his top on, and I looked down at his legs, and I thought, holy fuck, like he's not huge, but this is this type of guy that walks in and like he's got the round sweepy, like everything's just round and bubbly, and then he pulls his top off, and she's doing his tan, and I kind of like just looked like sideways at him, and all it takes, you know how it is, Chris, you look at like that, you can tell, like just that's all you need
for sure.
And I look over and I'm like, oh fuck, this guy's a problem for everybody. And then I look around the room, and what's the dead giveaway, Chris? Everyone's looking at him.
Oh yeah.
But he doesn't get it.
Yeah, he don't know. He's clueless, I'm sure.
And
he just wants to place top 5.
And I say to him, I go, you're gonna win this class. And he goes, what? Like I was a crazy person, right? So he's coming off stage, and I look at him, I go, how'd it go? He goes, first call out, put me in the middle.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then, you know, I knew that I missed the top 6, you know, in that. So I was, you know, just kind of trying to stay in shape for the next day. And we came back the next day, and, you know, he obviously won the heavyweights. And I said, I'm going to run around and watch you win the overall. And he was just like... He
must have really thought you were crazy then. Yeah,
he was like, you know, it was just funny. And then I went around and wound up sitting right in the front because it was like so late. And fuck, he just, you know, he won it pretty simple, won it. And
V-shaped 90 says he wasn't natural, but go ahead.
I think he was alone too. Like I don't think anyone was with him.
No, you're right. Yeah, he was alone.
So it's just one of those crazy things. And then of course, you know, a couple years later, SHAWN RHODEN shows up on a pro stage, you know, and you know, it starts.